Julie, hello. Welcome, welcome. And yes, it is dark out. See, it's stormy. Well, storms have come and gone, and just right now it's very, very cloudy and rainy. So yes, it is dark. But how are you? How are you doing this evening? Oh, goodness sakes. Good, we got a couple people here. Yes, I am in a sweatshirt. It is in the mid 50s, I think. I want to say right now. We're supposed to get down to low 40s tonight, the next couple nights. Eating your salsa. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, Alicia. Hello. Well, it sounded like it was very, very good salsa. And you're so creative with your flavors. So I'm sure you work it until it's just perfect for you, which is awesome. I'm so glad you do that. May I just kind of stick to the recipe and just get it in the jars and go. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose it would be 7 o'clock for you, Alicia. So if you need to go, I totally understand. So anyway, so what has everybody been up to? Well, those tomatoes looked amazing. Amazing, amazing. Whew. My glasses keep sliding down. Hey, Deb. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Yes, that's awesome. That is awesome. So I'm glad that you're here. Are you getting any rain yet? I mean, it looks like it's like all the way out west and everything. So, but yeah, it's been raining all day today. The storm's off and on. Hey, Patty. Hi. Hello, hello. You've been busy with harvest. Oh, yeah. Oh, Alicia, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's no fun. Yeah, I'm finally much better. Almost 100%. I'm still working on getting my energy back fully, where I can just like go. But I was doing some cleaning today, and I had a very busy weekend, so it's kind of just like wiped out a little bit today. Saturday morning through Sunday morning, I was caregiving for my dad and my younger brother, and then I went straight from there, which is an hour and a half away, to leading music for church, and then straight from there to serving at our fall dinner for church, which is our kind of our fundraiser. And so it's, oh my goodness, it's so good every year. It's just it's like a Thanksgiving dinner. It's turkey and dressing and mashed potatoes and corn, fresh tomatoes from the garden. Of course, the mashed potatoes are freshly made, and then all kinds of desserts, pies, bars, everything. It's just everything's homemade by all the people in our church. So it's so good. Connie, hello. Oh, Patty, that's so great. Oh, an inch and a half of rain. I know it's not nearly enough, but hopefully it's a start of a pattern for you. And if you were to get 5 or 6 inches of rain at once, it would run off. It wouldn't be able to absorb. So now you've got that, and it's seeping down a little bit. So if you can get some more, it'll seep even more. I totally hear you. It's kind of Michigan Daffodil. Hello. 2 people are texting you. Oh, okay. No, hey, I get it. You good for at least another 10 days? I know it's so hard, because it's like you want the rain, you need the rain, and yet you need to be in the garden and harvesting and doing all this stuff. And it's like, I don't want it to rain while I'm trying to get all this done. But I hear you. So who else is here? Oh, Julia was like, never mind. It was like, what? Oh, yeah, rain. So Yeah, it's too dry to soak it up. Yeah, so you don't want, like I said, a whole bunch at the same time. So, Chad, hello. How are you? My my latitude buddy over to northern Michigan. So, um, you know what, your build is coming along. It's looking great. It really is. If anybody hasn't checked out Chad at 9 to 5 to Life Off Grid, he and his girls do some amazing things. He really do. You guys are hilarious. You always give me a laugh. um, yes, Patty, bring on those fall rains. Absolutely. I know the whole West Coast is needing it. So, oh, you guys, it's so good. Um, anyway, like I said, is taking care of my dad this weekend too, and um, he's declining, so we're going to be putting him in hospice real soon here, or not actually having hospice come to the house, so he will be under hospice care at that point. So, Chad, I am doing well now. I had pneumonia for a couple weeks, and so I'm just getting my energy back and my breathing and everything. So today was actually probably one of the first days I haven't really coughed at all. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I have a little more energy, and so I've got so much to do outside though, and winter's coming soon, right, Chad? Are you feeling that pressure too? Thank you, Alicia. And next Wednesday, wow, already next Wednesday. No, this Wednesday. What's the date today? 20th. This Wednesday will be the 1 year anniversary of my mom passing away. So I can't believe it's been a year already. It's gone so fast. So, all right, Chad, I won't say anymore. Yeah, we don't want that S word, right? uh, I am. Oh goodness, I knew what it was. What am I at? I had it down. Let me double check. Two. Oh, I was close. I was going to say 46.5, but I'm 45.6. I was just getting in reverse. Being a little dyslexic today. So 45.6. I know, no S word yet. Chris, how are you doing? Everybody's coming in tonight. It's so fun to see everybody. No worries at all. And you have had your hands full. I know you have. And I know 1 year already. Yes, Michigan Daffodil. I have made several different tinctures. I've made elderberry tincture, bone set tincture. What else? And I've made a bunch of oils: comfrey oil, calendula oil. Did I make a peppermint tincture? I don't know. I've got quite a few that have been going on. So, infused oil or infused honey with goldenrod. I've not done the goldenrod. I guess just if you know what you're going to be using it for and how you're going to use it, just make it like you would anything else. Like a tincture takes 4 to 6 weeks to steep in. Make sure your flowers are dry. That's the biggest thing. And the oils, infuse them for 2 to 3 weeks, and then strain them off, and then you've got your oil. But always, both of them, the tincture and the oils, and even the honey. The honey you probably have to stir, but the other two, just shake them every day so you can stir it around and get them going there. Oh, yeah, Deb, 5 acres. That's a lot to try to keep going there. Absolutely. That's right, Chris. You had, we were dealing with that at the same time. So, oh, Patty, we're very close. Very, very close. You remembered, yeah. I know, Alicia, that it was a big year for a lot of us losing family members. So, yep. So, hey, Kiri, hello. How are you doing? So, I thought we'd have a little bit of fun tonight. I mean, it's you can tell how dark it is out here. Dark. See, and that's the sun won't be going down for another 45 minutes or so. So that's just very cloudy, rainy, stormy. The goldenrod needs to be dry to infuse in vodka honey. Yes. If you are using um, any herbs or flowers that still have moisture in them, they can rot in whatever they're in. So you want to make sure that they're dry. And you can dehydrate them, you can just air dry them, you can do whatever, but they do have to be dry. Now, when you're working with like say a calendula flower, you want to pull the petals off so you don't have like the whole base and all that kind of stuff with. But goldenrod, maybe just like cut the heads off and everything, because I think it if I'm not mistaken, it kind of has like a head like a small dill kind of, isn't it, with like petals kind of going out, or little stems and things like that, I think. So hey, Matt and Sarah, hello. On your phone, so tagging. Everyone is, I know, Chris. I hate being on my phone or my tablet. It's so hard. You're welcome. I was working on cleaning my den here today and coming across, just kind of putting my seeds all back together and organizing all of that. And coming through, and I see this little pack from Michigan Daffodil and from other people, and it's just so sweet. You guys are just so great. You're sitting in the goat shelter? Oh, having babies. Nice. Oh, I hope everything goes well. Probably. So even if you are just making a cup of tea with them, you can use them fresh, and it's probably better. But if you want to save them for a long time to be able to have weeks down the line and stuff, you still want to dry them. But yeah, do that. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So just wanted to see when the last time we did. Have you ever? 114. It has been 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I think it's time, right? Matt's typing and Sarah's listening, helping kids with homework. Oh, it's that time, isn't it? Well, hi, kids. Hey, Matt and Sarah. So, Chestnut School of Herbal Medicine on Goldenrod. Oh, thank you, Patty. That sounds like a really good book. All right. Oh, super, Chris. Excellent. Okay. I love these because we get to know each other better. And, I wish we need Sean here, don't we? Sean and Dave, because they contribute so much to all this. Have you ever caught a dangerous fish or sea creature? And it can be catching it on a fishing pole or a net or a trap or whatever. But and I know it's going to be a lot easier for those who are living on the coast and everything, but still there are people in the intercontinent who take vacations out somewhere too. But it's a website. They have classes on herbal medicine. Oh, that's so great, Patty. Excellent. Well, I don't know if I ever told you this, Chris, but when I lived in Louisiana, I went shrimping a couple times. And so, yeah, we would catch baby shark and baby sharks and baby eels and stuff. Nothing really big, not eels, rays, little manta rays. So, um, other than your typical crabs and fish and shrimp and stuff like that, but alligator fishing for crabs. Okay, you're using alligator meat to get the crabs, or you are like riding the alligators to look for crabs, or you're actually fishing for alligator and come home with crabs. Oh, that would be funny. Well, hang in there, Curie. Not a dangerous one. You catch mackerel. Okay. Big fins poking. Oh, okay. So you learned they could jump out of the water. The alligators, I assume you're talking about. Okay. Ooh, that would have been a little dicey. Yep. Well, Curie, I can understand if you're not doing that. So you caught rockfish on your wedding honeymoon. The spikes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. When I was a kid, we would catch bullheads. I don't know if they're called something any differently anywhere else, but yeah, they have the spikes coming out of their head. Either 2 or 4, I can't remember. But yeah, if you get shish kebabbed with them really well. So everybody they catch them, they throw them right back. Wear heavy duty leather gloves and then throw them back. Oh, Caitlin, that's good. Fishing for crab. Okay, I see. Thank you for that clarification, Chris. You were fishing for crabs or caught an alligator. Was it a big one? Does a leech count? Those are nasty. And they can be dangerous too. Yeah. Oh, well, of course that counts, Patty. That's, we've got our little fishing war stories. Rockfish are good eating. Your son catches them off the jetty. Okay. 3-foot alligator, that's still plenty big. A lot bigger than a crab. And plenty big enough to still do some damage. Who knew trout could be dangerous? It's like a killer sunfish. Oh, I know. So, okay, Matt, there you go. Somebody who knows about those. Yes, bullheads. Chris, they look a little bit like catfish, but they're far more evil. And they don't taste good at all. Excuse me. I know, bullheads. And then they actually have up north, about 3 hours north of me, they have a fishing derby type of thing that it's for eel pout. They call it eel pout. And what it is like a bullhead with the spikes with an eel like body, which is just weird. And I don't know why they built this whole tournament thing around it, this whole big thing, but I don't know. You never catch me at one of those. That's for sure. That is for sure. Thank you, guys. Okay. Have you ever been struck by lightning? You can be struck by lightning and still survive because you guys are all here. I have not. Last year, one of my brothers, it was very close. He said it was about 5 feet from him, and enough to, like singe all the hair on him and give him some heart issues and different things like that. So it was like, oh, yeah, I know, pout. Nope, nope, no. Thank the Lord. Nope, nope. Oh, good. Good, good, good. That would be a rough one. That would be a rough one. Who am I not hearing from? Um, oh, Kiri, that phone is not nutritious at all for it. Your Aunt Ruth was struck by lightning in the kitchen. Oh, my goodness sakes. So here she was inside. What did it hit the house and travel through? Like if she was doing dishes or something like that, or holding on to some appliance or something. Came out today on a call. Lady had a copperhead pinned down with a shovel. She'd help because there were 4 other. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Chris. So did you have to take the call? And what do you guys do in that kind of situation? I mean, do you have like a snake handler or something? Or do you call the local SPCA or something? I mean, what do you do? Do you kill them, or do you relocate them? That is wild. Oh my goodness. See, we've got if anybody doesn't know, Holly Ridge Homestead is Chris, and he lives in northwestern Louisiana. So we've had some good Louisiana conversations going on. Christy Betts, hello. How are you? Through the window by the stove. Oh my goodness. Whew. I hear you, Chris. Yeah, absolutely. Yikes. Your friend was on horseback roping in an arena, was struck dead just after I left because it was, oh my goodness. Wow. That is just too close to death, isn't it? Lead in, good shot. Absolutely. Deb, I am so sorry. Wow. That, it's like, doesn't matter where you are. It's like when it's your time to go, I guess, isn't it? Oof. Yikes. All right. Have you ever accidentally, I'm not going to say you have purpose because we have a sheriff in the house. Have you ever accidentally set fire to a field or a building? I have not. Well, I shouldn't say. Not really a field. There was one summer that was so dry, again, like this year. And this one I had a burning barrel in the backyard. And I had just some papers and some cardboard boxes in the barrel. It was a 55 gallon drum, and I was burning in there. And the heat from that, there were no sparks that jumped out or anything, but the heat from that set my yard on fire. I'm like, what? I was like so dry that it did that. And so I'm running to the house, grabbing the hose and putting out the fire. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So you think you must have been, you have lightning running through your veins? It's funny, Tim. That's great. Oofda. You guys did some great stories here. Nope, Matt. Nope. Your new pastor, only 3 Sundays here, had a church member go grab her wandering toddler and screamed in the middle of the service, rattlesnake. Oh, I just couldn't live where there's poisonous snakes all over. I mean, I obviously lived in Louisiana for 13 years, but I did not go. I should say, I took a couple bayou rides and everything, but I didn't go like purposely into the areas where you've got all like the copperheads hanging from the trees and stuff like that. And I've never been around a rattlesnake, and I never ever want to, because I've told you guys my snake story before. But oh my goodness. The accident. Oh, you set your hair on fire? Oh, no. Oh, there's a story there. You're going to have to tell us that one. I have the oven, I like to work with gas stoves and gas ovens and stuff like that. I just prefer them. And there was one time I had an older one and went to start it, and it was, of course, kind of close to it, and it was like, whew, and kind of lost like the eyebrows and stuff like that. But oh my goodness. Okay, Patty, I accidentally set fire to a crock pot once, and another time almost burned up your KitchenAid mixer when you were doing encaustic painting using a small torch. Okay, that'll do it. Christy, you helped a friend burn off some land, but it was a controlled burn. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting behind here. You guys are adding a whole bunch of stuff here. That's good. You used to help your grandmother burn her grass in the summer. I enjoyed being a little fire. It was just supposed to be a little weed fire, but ended up burning about half an acre. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's, things can easily get out of hand. Your burning brush on a windless day. One gust came through, sparks flew, and the grass. Hey, Ricky. Hello. How are you? Yes, Debbie sure did. Absolutely. You're at your nanny's and your uncle's having a fire in his fire pit. You wanted to put something there that burned your skin. Yep, that'll do it. That will definitely do it. Oh, I know. I've already told my snake story last time or the time before, and I'm not quite open to doing it again yet. I mean, I will if you guys haven't heard it, but you fell asleep with a candle burning in your grandmother's apartment, woken up by the fire alarm. Ooh, that was close. So we've all had a lot of close calls. You know what? Our angels are working overtime. And we don't even realize it, right? Got to help put out a wildfire that reached the golf course. Your brother worked for. Someone tossed a cigarette butt out of the car window in the field next door. Yep. Yes, Chris, I know you do. I mean, that poor tree really got it, didn't it? Patty, you wild thing. Accidentally exploding things in your house. Okay, fess up. Gotta tell. You just singed your bangs on one side, too much alcohol on the pellet stove. Okay. They're pocket knives. How's a pocket knife going to help with a rattlesnake? I mean, seriously. Yes, evict that snake. That's good. No, they don't. Fire and wind don't mix. Oh, goodness sakes. Hey, Don. Hello. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. All right. Have you ever been trapped in an elevator? Alone or with other people? And if you have, for how long? I don't think I ever was, other than, maybe it would just like jerk to a stop and then it would start up again and kind of just like, it would be like a little hesitant, but never just like, being trapped or anything. So you were 14 and okay, here's the story. You were 14 and your brother brought in firecrackers for you to make clay bombs with. You went off in the dining room, missed the doors. I love it, Patty. That's so good. Oh my goodness. I hope you have that written down somewhere. For those of us who are content creators, we should make videos, at least for our families or something, of all the things that we did and that went off. So think, oh, there's, little sedate gray-haired grandma. She didn't do anything. Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness sake. Yeah, it's part your hair over a little bit. So, Oh my goodness. Oh, that is great. Oh, crazy family stories. Yes, absolutely. Because there probably are some that you've never ever shared with your kids. And exactly, exactly, Matt. It's like, well, you could always make them for, give it to them when they turn 30 or something, when they start having their own kids. So they're going like, oh my gosh, Dad, you did this. But yes, you don't want to give them any ideas when they're young. No, not at all. Oh, that's great. Oh my goodness sakes. That's great. Your granddaughter's and your son could be, oh, well, there has to have been something in the genes, right? In the blood that you shared down the line. So for a few minutes in the elevator when your son was a baby, time seems to stop. Oh, that would be scary, Alicia. So, especially when you've got a baby with you, you just don't know. There have been a few elevators you were scared to get on. Hmm. You shot the floor out of your chicken house. Are you that bad of an aim, Chris? It's like I can just see like a cartoon. Oh, I know you're not a bad aim, but I was just like, I just picture, oh, you shut the floor out. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, Michigan Daffodil. I don't know what the question would be then. Oh, Chris, I'm with you. Absolutely. It's like it wasn't dead enough, right? That it was already in four pieces wasn't enough. Uh, I get it. Oh, goodness sakes. That is funny. Just keep asking. Okay. Have you ever woken up and had no idea what time or day it was, especially if you wake up from a nap? Um, this happens to me at least once every 2 weeks. I was disoriented. It's like, is it morning or night? It happened to me yesterday morning because I had to sleep in my sister's room for the caregiving and everything, and I was so tired. My alarm went off Sunday morning, and had to get up and then drive back up here. I was so tired. And I was like, oh, it's Monday. I just want to sleep one more hour. And then I kind of opened my eyes a little bit. It's like, this isn't my room. This isn't my room. It was like, oh no, I have to get up. It's like, okay. Yep. More than a few. Absolutely. Oh, that is hard, Patty, because you just so dead to the world. And it's like, it startles you so much. Donna, yes. All right. Thanks, Patty, so much for coming. Thanks for contributing your stories. Yeah, Donna, it's been raining here all day. I didn't get any bad storms. Thank goodness the one was the other ones that came through Thursday or Friday, um, where there was just, I was telling Heaven's Essentials, it looked like a spine. There was like this whole big massive clouds, but on the leading edge of it were just red dots going up, all the cells of the leading edge of the storm. And because it had been like 92 that day, and then a cold front was coming through behind it. I think that must have been Thursday night. And because it was cool Friday. And then yesterday was 90 again. So it was like, but yeah, it was like, oh my gosh. So Deb, okay, you drove all the way to work one day, couldn't figure out why no one was there. I've done that before too. Get up and get ready for work, and it's like a Saturday morning. um, Tim, I thought I had slept for 12 hours, but only slept 6. My sister-in-law jumped up in the middle of the night on her honeymoon, yelling at her husband, "You let us miss our tour bus." Oh, that's funny. He's like, what in the world have I gotten into, right? Well, Kiri, you get something to drink. You woke Hannah up one time when she was little, told her to get ready for school. You went back to bed. Oh, okay. Well, Patty, I'm so glad that you can stay with us. Um, I will never forget, like, the first night in my dorm at college. I was, you know, in a twin bed next to a wall, and the walls were, cinder block, painted cinder block and everything. And I had gotten a new alarm clock for school and everything to make sure that I would get to class on time. But where my bed was positioned, I had to get out of my bed on the left side, which is not what I normally do at home. I was always getting out on the right side. Well, my alarm went off, and it was one of these loud, rattle type things. It sounded like a fire alarm almost, it's like, "Arr!" And so it went off, and I just leapt from my bed to get out of it, right smack into the wall. I mean, just like plastered flat into the wall, face plant, body slammed, just arms and legs all over. It was just like, oh, that hurt. Like that. It was like, that's not the side I get up on. Oh, that was just like. You once woke up to the sound of the doorbell. You knew it was in your current middle of nowhere. Yeah. Oh, then you remembered you don't have a doorbell. That's a good one, Kiri. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that was over 40 years ago. So it was very memorable. It was very memorable. Okay. Have you ever been whitewater rafting? And obviously on a river or something like it. It doesn't matter if it's like number 1 rapids or number 10 rapids or whatever the difference is. If it's or even just like floating on a river, you could do that, but it has to have a few rapids involved. Christy, yes, awesome. Yeah, you floated in a river. See, Patty, she's that risk taker. She knows how to do it. Didn't you race cars at one point too, I think? No, Michigan Delta. Okay, I didn't ask the right question yet. Oh, okay. When I was a teenager, we took a family trip out west, and we were in Wyoming, and took we were with tour group and stuff like that. So we had these huge rubber rafts that fit like 8 people and stuff. And of course, we had a captain and a guide and different things. So we did a 3-hour float down the river, but there were some rapids in there and definitely some white waters. And so it was like, hold on, and here we go. There's this big raft. So it's like going, bending all over the place. But it was fun. It was great. So that was on the Snake River. It was the only thing with snake that I would like. So yes, the Snake River in Wyoming. So that was pretty fun. A Buffalo National River. Oh, cool. Used to float in Clackamas River on inner tubes back in the day, and they didn't. Yes, Snake River is beautiful. Yes, and I've done river floating on inner tubes a few times too. So you're not that brave. Okay. So Michigan Daffodil. What would you do? Have you ever crocheted a blanket? So that's not on my list, but I'm trying to think of something that that you would have done. It is a long river, and I mean 3 hours was only a little teeny portion of it, because it goes from through Idaho, Wyoming, into, I don't know if it goes into Colorado. I'm trying to remember, or if it just heads right down to Utah. But Heels Canyon. Help one time. Can't crochet to help you. Okay, to take a jet boat on the ID Payette River near the Snake River. Okay. Oh, Hell's Canyon. There we go. I know river floating is fun. I always get like really burnt. I mean, like sunburnt, fried type of things. Oh, there we go, Michigan Daffodil. I hit you for one of them. Awesome. Um, so okay. I know the answers for one of you people here, but have you ever, kind of in the way of floating on water, have you ever floated in the Dead Sea in Israel? So that's really going out and stretching out here, but yes, I have. And I got salt and sand in my camera, and it didn't work well after that. Oh, but it is so weird to be floating on it, and it's like you're made of an inner tube yourself. You just like bounce. You can't even try to like dive underwater or something. So Chris, you would love it. No, Matt, she has. Absolutely. Never left the good old USA. Okay. Yeah, if you guys get a chance, the world is so crazy right now, but if you ever do get a chance, that would be so great. Yeah, I love to go to the Holy Lands. So, where did I? Oh, I already crossed that one off. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle, either driving it or as a passenger? And yes, on both. So Patty, there you go. She's my risk taker in arms here. see, there you go, Julie and Patty. Yep. Deb, you did. Yes and yes. Oh, both. Oh, Chris. Oh no. Oh, Matt, you have too. No way, never. Yes, you rode both. First time when you were 9. Wow. Yeah. I hope it was a little bike and not like a full size one. You used to flag for motocross. Christy, that's cool. Yeah, I don't. I was okay on them until I started having babies, and it was like, then my instinctive protective mom self kicked in and was like, I'm not going to be on that. It's just too risky, and I'm responsible for a child. So it was like, but yeah, when you're younger, Yamaha 500. I did what did I have? A Honda 350, I think it was, something like that. And then I rode as a passenger on a Honda 750. So you never drove one though. Your husband's friend was driving and went up a hill with you on the back. The bike went over backwards. Oh, Patty, I bet that was it. It was like, nope, one time and that's it. Oh, goodness sakes. Luckily, I never had an accident at all. So that's very cool, Matt. You race dirt bikes. I can see you doing that. So was it just for like a local thing, or did you like really get into it? I mean, like, that would be interesting. Your son wrecked on one, broke his lower leg. Oh, yeah. It's you had a poodle who loved to ride motorcycles. Oh, Chrissy, that's so funny. Yeah, Kiri, I totally get it. Oh, Patty, that would be fun. The three-wheeled ones. Yep, that would be. Oh my goodness. You also had a night train HD. I'm not familiar with what that is. Yeah, I'm actually been kind of looking at those three-wheel bicycles and kind of going, that would really be convenient. And so easy to do. I don't have to worry about balancing. It's like, oh my goodness. Can-Am. You still rode on bikes after that only because you didn't get hurt and had a good laugh. Okay. Well, Matt, that's pretty fun. Well, that is great. So, have you ever started a fire with a ferro rod? I have not yet, and that's a skill that I want to learn. I know how to, I was a Girl Scout, a Girl Scout leader before the Girl Scouts got wacky. And plus, all my brothers and my dad are Eagle Boy Scouts. So I have learned to build fires, but I've never used a ferro rod with it. So, but yes, I have one, a couple of them actually. And so that is a skill I want to learn how to accomplish, because I know it takes a little bit and you've got to have the right materials and strike it the right way and different things like that. Ferro is Ferro, and a ferro rod is it's just, it's about this size of this, basically a pan, and somewhat a similar size, and you take your knife and like the back of a hunting knife or something, and you scrape down it. And the ferro rod is actually made of like ferrous. It's a mineral. Anyway, it's you strike it and it creates a spark. And so as you're striking on it, that spark will leap to whatever your tinder is, and things like cotton balls soaked or with some Vaseline in them works really good. Dryer lint, shredded like birch bark, shredded. You can take a branch and just like shred it and get this little pile of very, very dry tinder and stuff, and you just strike on it. So you rode a train from Grand Central Station, New York City to Canada. Very cool. That was actually one of my questions there, Carrie. So you saw the Fast and Furious Paul Walker eclipse at a car show. So cool. Neat. Okay, Lynn, that was fun. A little bit like a flint, Deb. Yeah, I'm not sure how else I would describe that, but yeah, Alicia, you have a good point there. It takes a while to do it, and I've watched a lot of bushcrafters, and and how they do it, and they've been doing it for years, and they make it look easy, but they still don't get it on the first strike. It takes them, several strikes to do that. So it definitely is a skill to learn how to do. Because like if you have to build a fire out somewhere and you don't have matches, or your matches got wet, or something happened, it's always, again, one is none, two is one. Always have a backup of everything. And so think of the other ways that you could use to build a fire. So need to practice fire skills. Always had someone else making the fires out camping. Yep. Coffee whitener. I'm not familiar with what coffee whitener is, but yeah, anything that's really flammable. It's yep, Alicia. Yeah. And that's one of the things I said at the beginning too is, yeah, cotton balls with Vaseline in them. If you have, and you can buy even some things that will start up, like rosin chunks and stuff like that. If you're actually out in the woods and you find a piece of pine that has a lot of sap oozing out and different things. There's a lot of good raws in there, and that'll catch on fire real quickly and stuff like that. Creamer powder, and that's what we drink and put in our bodies, and it is flammable, explosive. You wouldn't want to take a drink and then smoke a cigarette, I wouldn't think. All right, Chris, thank you so much for coming. It was so fun to see you, and I hear you. It's getting dark earlier and earlier, so it's getting hard to get things done. But you take care, and just be safe out there. All right. So okay. Now I think there's going to be a lot of yeses on this one. Yeah, fire coffee. There you go. We have fire cider. This will be fire coffee. Oh, the original fire breathing dragons. What is it? The person at the circus who's a fire breather. I don't think they would drink like turpentine and then light a match. I mean, that would be like horrible. I don't know how they do those kind of things. I mean, it's like, oh. You once got a pin sap branch stuck. It took you a long time to smell it. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mountain Grandma. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Okay, Christy, thank you so much. Oh, I am sorry, Christy. Oh, that's been a long haul for you. I will definitely say a prayer for you. And I hope that you can be at peace, because she is now. So thank you for letting us know. Oh, I know that's hard. All right. Have you ever lived through an earthquake, hurricane, or tornado? One, two, or all three? And don't just say yes. Let us know which one and like maybe what state you were in when that happened. So I lived through a couple hurricanes in Louisiana and tornadoes up here. Yes. Yes, no, and yes. Earthquakes, tornado only. Earthquake and hurricane force winds here in Oregon twice. I get hurricane force winds often here. But earthquakes, I don't know. When you're in Oklahoma and you're young, a tornado in Minnesota. Whew. Matt, did it like come right? She saw the angels before she went? I'm sorry, I missed seeing that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so sweet. Tornado. You've been picking so many tomatoes. It almost looks like tomato. A hurricane when you were a baby, Caitlin? Okay. Hurricane only, category 2. Okay. Earthquake, grew up in Sacramento. Harvey, okay. Only half-inch rain. Nicholas. There you go. Straight line winds. Oh, yeah. Earthquake in Colorado. Big one in Washington just 10 years ago. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh, yeah. I went through, well, there's Hurricane Bob and a few other that were small ones when I was in Louisiana, but the biggest one was Hurricane Andrew. That was the one that it first crossed Florida, and that one wiped out Homestead, Florida. I mean, just like totally flattened the whole community, and then came across the Gulf and then right over where I was in Louisiana. So that was a big one. That was a big one. I was in a kind of a little bit more of a high place, and it flooded all around me up to my door, my front door. So I mean, we didn't go anywhere, but it was like we could see like all the feeder bands going through and the different things, and when the eye came across, and so that was probably the biggest one. I think that was a category. So Andrew had to have been a 4, I think, at least. So 5:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Carrie, that was some serious stuff. Yeah, earthquake, you just remember it rocked your class chair in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah, there's some places that get them here that even Minnesota, we get some earthquakes from time to time. They're not big ones or anything, but enough to kind of rattle some things on the wall and go, what is going on? But we're certainly not in a zone like California is. So tornado went through your yard, ripped your horse shit apart. Oh my goodness. Oh, you thought it was dead, but it was a black earth. Okay. Whew, at least you survived it. Yeah, that is too close for comfort. I had one come through that I lost 3 trees, a bunch of things on pulled off my front door, lost a bunch of my roof. It was like the first year that after I moved here. I was like, what the heck? And this town has actually been hit with tornadoes several times. I mean, there's been a lot of things. So since I lived here, I've been praying for this town a lot and the protection. And so it has been spared. I just thank the Lord for that. But it was just months before I moved here. There was a hardware store, or no, not hardware, a lumber yard. And because right next to me is the firehouse, and on the other side was a lumber yard, and it had been flattened by a tornado. There'd been back in the 50s, I think there's a fire that ripped through the town, took out most of the downtown, all that kind of stuff. So, so this area has been, definitely has had its share of tornadoes. And so, but since that one came across and hit, and it was just like, it was pretty crazy. So I just, every time the storms start coming in, I just start praying, and it has really helped. It has really, really done that. So your parents survived Mount St. Helens. Oh, wow. Wow. That's been a long time. That has been a long time. So, all right. I don't have any type of prep tip or garden tip tonight. So it's just been raining. I've been trying to get things done. So I've got a lot yet to do outside before winter comes. So we're definitely into major winter prep. And I think Matt and Sarah and Donna, you guys are too. And I hope it doesn't get here too soon, because I'm going to be gone for a little bit during October. And of course, just the prime time that I need for getting everything ready. But hopefully it doesn't come too soon. You guys, I want to thank you so much for sharing. I love finding out about the things that you guys do, and kind of what you've dealt with in life a little bit too. So no, Alicia, go ahead. I don't have the market on this, so that's totally fine. Grandparents had to flee their home because, oh wow. Yeah, that was huge. What year was that? It was in the early 80s, right? I'm trying to remember if it was. 81 or something like that. I don't remember. Um, but anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. And we're supposed to have some cooler weather, which is going to be nice for being able to really work and get a lot of things done. So, Deb, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that so much. That was, it's fun to be able to do these once in a while and just kind of have a fun night. So you guys will gonna head out. So yes, early 80s. Okay. Please take care. God bless. Always have hope. And thanks for coming. Have a great week. Love y'all. Bye-bye.